Does anybody have any ZYNs? Chances are that if you don't have one in right now, you've at least heard mention of the wildly popular nicotine product. ZYNs are nicotine pouches, a smokeless alternative to traditional cigarettes. And right now, they're Philip Morris International's bet on their company's future. In fact, ZYNs are doing so well that the headline of Philip Morris's last yearly financial report didn't mention Marlboro or any of their cigarette brands at all. It focused on ZYN. But why ZYN? What made this specific product so successful, even among other nicotine pouches? And what can ZYN's success teach us about launching new products? Well, there are a few things. Firstly, competition. ZYN was launched in the United States in 2016, a market with very few competitive nicotine pouches. This gave them room to grow early on. There's a concept in economics called first mover advantage that suggests that being the first to enter a market offers a head start over competitors in brand recognition, customers, and resources. Entering a new market poses a risk, for sure, but if it pays off, it's like planting your flag first before anyone else can get there. Diversification and resources played a huge role in ZYN's success. With the weight of Philip Morris's vast and diversified business portfolio behind them, ZYN was able to foot the bill for upfront costs and gain market share in the short term, leaving behind other competitors. And finally, market choice. This was a big one. Buying ZYN was such a good move because Philip Morris doesn't have conflicts of interest within the United States. As ZYN gains popularity, it steals customers who would otherwise be purchasing cigarettes, vapes, or other nicotine products. Philip Morris's combustible nicotine brands, like Marlboro, have a relatively small presence in the United States, meaning that the company is not competing with itself by advertising ZYNs. Let's apply these lessons to businesses in general. ZYN was so successful because they captured a market opportunity, had a larger supporter in Philip Morris. In other companies, this might be an investor, this might be, a shark. And finally, a big part of ZYN's success was simplifying its supply chain by building a factory in Owensboro, Kentucky. By moving all manufacturing to the United States, instead of, say, off in China or in Sweden, they simplified their supply chain and create a lot of resilience against things like tariffs, which we're seeing now. In spite of Trump's tariffs, the value of Philip Morris continues to rise because their supply chain is insulated against potential issues. That's why I predict that in 5 years, everyone's going to be asking,